Hi folks, my name is Earl Walton. I'm the Global Director of Coaching and Training here at IRONMAN, and I am very lucky today to have Matt Russell, professional triathlete, here with me at our offices in Tampa. So Matt is here to talk coaching with me. He's coming off an incredible victory this year in Lake Placid. He's gone from 18 years old volunteering and handing out water bottles to be the Ironman Lake Placid champion. Congratulations. And an incredible comeback this year. This year we're going to talk a little bit about coaching though. So in the last month, you announced that you've hired a coach after how many years of competing?
Since I started in 2010, so it's been a while.
9 years of setting your own schedule. Now you've got your own coach. What was it that kind of prompted you to look at hiring a coach full time?
First off, I'm 36, so I have a handful of good years left, and I don't want to leave any stone unturned. So I want to race to the best of my ability, and I feel like there's still some low-hanging fruits that I can capitalize on. So that's one reason why I wanted to hire a coach.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned, we were talking earlier, you mentioned the process you went through to hire the coach and how you found your coach. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was a slow process. It started out with someone who was on the same team, university. I ran for the University of New Hampshire, and he was on the track and field team, and he coaches for my current coach right now, which is Sebastian Weber, and Sebastian has a platform called Inside, where you do a series of tests, and long story short, it lets you know what areas you should focus on to improve, whether that's doing more aerobic exercise to VO2 max, to all different types of areas. So I really liked the science aspect of that, and I met up with him in Germany. I did a number of tests, blood lactate, VO2. I just felt like it was a really good fit, and that's the big reason why I decided. I took my time, but I feel like it was a really good fit, and so far the training's been hard but good.
Hard but good. So it's only been a month though. So you won Ironman Lake Placid. You came off of that. You've started with him for a month. What were what would you say is some of the significant changes to your daily life, your daily schedule now that you have a coach?
Well, first off, it's really nice not to even think what am I going to do today? I know exactly what I'm going to do today, just looking at my schedule. It's great for the whole family too. I even have Sundays is typically a family day, which is awesome. My wife's really happy about that. But yeah, my legs are definitely more fatigued, which is a good sign that, hey, I'm breaking down the body, but then I got to make sure I'm taking an easier day to rebuild. But so it's been a process, and it's not necessarily am I going to get fast right away? It's going to be a process, and I know that might take some time, but already, within the first month and a half or so working with them, I feel like I've been taking steps in the right direction.
That's great. Do you feel like are you learning, as a self-coached athlete for so many years, like you mentioned the testing and the science behind it, do you feel like there's a big learning step that you're able to take?
Yeah, I think changing things up is a really good thing. I think triathletes kind of get into the monotonous, all right, I'm training in this zone 2 or whatever, they're not really changing things up as much. I think that's the big thing. It's important to mix things up a bit and have a different set of eyes looking on you versus I think this works, but to actually have someone to communicate with and hey, this is working, this isn't working, mm-hmm. and then have someone else think, hey, you should probably try doing this. But the great thing in this sense is he has science to back it up. Hey, you need to be doing work at this intensity, and that's also great to help my confidence, to build confidence.
It's nice that someone can actually push you. If somebody who's racing at your level, it's good to get a little extra push and get a little bit of hard work.
Yeah, it is. And he coaches some pretty good athletes like Peter Sagan. He's a pretty good cyclist. So I'd say he knows his stuff. So yeah, I feel like I'm in good hands.
So are we going to see a wheelie at the next, Ironman race that you do, just like Sagan? Is that part of the training?
Of course, I've been practicing that 10 hours a week. No, that's not my goal. But hopefully, hey, it'd be great to increase my my power 15, 20 watts. That would be huge.
That'd be awesome. That would be pretty huge. One last question for the people out there that are thinking about coaching. Like, what would be some advice you'd say when you go through that process or looking for a coach? What would you tell somebody looking for a coach?
First off, take your time, and ask them lots of questions. And I always like to say, get a journal, write things down.
Mm-hmm.
Like some questions that you have, and he might have some questions for you. And don't jump the gun right away. Take your time with that to find what is a good fit. And with that said, having a good fit has a great deal with communication. Communication is huge. So, communicate, take your time, and enjoy the process, because you want to have fun during the whole process as well.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so where are we going to see the results of this coaching? Where are you going next? Where should we look for you?
So next weekend, racing Ironman Chattanooga, which I've done, which I did last year. I finished second there, so hopefully I can take a step up there. Mm-hmm. And then that's kind of my warm-up race to Ironman World Championships. And like last year, I finished sixth, so hopefully I can improve on that too.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Well, Matt, thanks for joining us. Folks, if you're looking for a coach, follow Matt's advice. If you're looking to watch some great racing, look for Matt. And it's Matt. What's your Instagram if I'm looking for it?
Matt Russell Try.
Matt Russell Try. So at Matt Russell Try. You can take a look, and we'll follow you as you go racing. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.